Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Amber Freeman, how are you, my darling?
It's Friday, so I'm fantastic.
It's Friday.
How about you?
Friday.
Did we say that?
You know what? I'm going to say this, and you don't hear me say it. I'm looking forward to going to the gym this afternoon. I was bad. I didn't go yesterday.
That means you're getting into a groove, though. Now, when you know when you're off, that's good.
Yeah. Let's not get carried away.
No. I'm going to. This is supportive for Troy. Good job, Troy.
I just really want to go today.
You
I
just
don't know
really
why.
want to do some squats.
Yeah.
Well,
no, and I know my trainer, he'll absolutely, give me the... I actually have to say to you, he was training me the other day, and you know those rowing machines?
Yes.
With the water in it?
Yeah,
They seem much heavier than a normal rowing machine.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
I haven't been on one lately.
So I was doing that and something else. There was like these 3 routines, and I got to my third round.
They're routines.
Well, 3...
Like different station things?
Yeah. I don't know what they
I know, but I
call
just
it.
see like a dance.
Anyway, yeah, it sort of was. But he kept like clapping and trying to make me go harder, and I just said, "Will you shut up?"
Yeah, I agree. So you don't like that support?
Well, no, I think
no, I don't either.
I don't think he's talking to me now. So when I say
you think
that,
you heard him?
I think I might have just. I think
We
he's a
might
bit
have to
cross with
find
me.
if there's like a proper etiquette for your trainer, because it
Yeah,
does
I don't
get
like.
intense.
I don't like them. I don't like people watching me when I'm at the gym.
No.
So he takes me to a different room.
No, I understand that.
And I know that sounds really crappy,
No.
but it is what it is.
No.
I'm learning to run on the machine. So, like, run for a minute, break for 30, run for a minute, break. Like,
How's that? Yeah, do you like
and
that?
I'm sort of enjoying that.
Yeah?
Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
No, that's good.
That's the only time I like to be in the main area.
No, I agree.
The rest I like to be away because I feel like I'm not very good at anything.
Well, and,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, no, I don't like it either, and
Yeah.
I'm not good at it. And people make too many noises.
Yeah,
and,
so I've got this whole new lifestyle team, everyone. People helping me with my food, someone helping me with my lifestyle as in holistic and prescription medications.
Troy.
I've got my trainer. Well, the list can go on. I've got the Botox gal, I've got the injectable gal.
Are you getting the hand injection?
We've got to do that. But don't you agree? Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. Tell us whether you like your fitness trainer telling you what to do in a loud
Cheering.
and aggressive voice. But the thing was, he wasn't
It's
that
a
loud.
mean
He
cheer.
just was doing it. Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep.
Don't you feel like you're a dog? Like,
No.
okay, good job, good
See,
job.
Dee's laughing at me because I'm going to tell you why Dee, our wonderful cameraman, he used to play football, and so does my
yeah.
trainer. So I'm thinking
So you
maybe
get it.
that's what the coaches do on the football field. Yeah, Dee's shaking his head. Well, I don't play football.
Feel free to do it in studio when Troy's out of,
Out of sync.
yeah, just a little out of sync. Just come up and please.
Yeah,
I'll
because
pay you.
I'll tell you what, I sent him a message and I said, "Hey, Joton, please don't be cross with me. I know I didn't give you 100%. No message for 2 days."
Ooh, you're getting the silent treatment.
Dee
That means it's serious.
Dee's like, yep, he's over you.
You broke the trust circle.
All right.
Out.
Okay, that's enough about me. More about me. No. Here's a good story, everyone. Tess Holliday, who is a 5'3" plus-size model, shared a photo on Twitter that is getting mixed reaction. Now, the cover photo for the October issue of Cosmopolitan is making headlines across the nation. Well, I have to say it's also across the world. Take a listen to this report from ABC.
They call her the first size 22 supermodel. Tess Holliday appearing boldly on the cover of Cosmo UK.
I didn't expect it to go global and for everyone to be talking about it.
But everyone is. Thousands showing their support on social media, some using the hashtag representation matters, writing, "This is easily the best thing I've seen this week." Major props to Cosmo UK for a genuinely body-positive cover. But not everyone is a fan. Piers Morgan took issue with the October 2018 cover, blasting her on Instagram, saying, "Apparently, we're supposed to view it as a huge step forward for body positivity. What a load of baloney. This cover is just as dangerous and misguided as celebrating size 0 models."
Unlike Piers Morgan, like I don't need to like troll people to stay relevant. Like I get to have an awesome job and do what I love and hopefully change people's lives.
This isn't the first time Tess has been a part of the body positive movement on social media. The 33-year-old mom of two has been a powerful influence. Her F Your Beauty Standards campaign on Instagram viewed more than 3.2 million times.
You have to keep having this conversation because that's how things are going to change. I'm not recruiting people. I'm literally just telling people to love themselves, and it just happens to come from a bigger body.
A bigger body that she's comfortable in.
My favorite part of my body is my butt, which is probably why there's a million photos of it on the internet.
While focus lies on her exterior appearance, Holiday opens up about an internal battle, telling Cosmo UK about her struggle with mental health.
What was really interesting about this, there's much more to the interview, but we don't need to show you the whole thing because you can go online and look at this. She's saying this is the heaviest she's ever been. My question to you, Amber, is what do you think of this story? And is it a positive image, or does Piers Morgan have some validity to what he is saying, that it is not sending the right message?
So I'm kind of wringing my hands at this. It's one of those subjects that it's kind of uncomfortable to approach, and I know some people on Facebook said the same thing. They can see both sides of it. Obesity is a major problem. We've talked about it. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for your heart. It's not healthy for your internal organs. And what Piers said is kind of the same thing I thought immediately when I saw this story, is if there was a thin little model up there, then the people would be calling for her head. They'd be calling for the magazine's head. They don't want to see that. But this is kind of the same thing. That's not a healthy medium. And quite honestly, without being a doctor, it's not healthy health-wise either. She's kind of bucking the mold on all aspects of being what a typical quote-unquote model is. She's 33 years old. She's 5'3", and she weighs that much.
I think she's a size 20. I think
22, I think 22, they said. Yeah. And I don't think it even comes down to the entire modeling thing. Is it healthy to show that? Well, right now we're trying to promote people to be active, to be at a healthy weight, to exercise for their own cardiovascular health.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. It's, you know, I think he has a valid point because he also has his right to his own opinion. I also think it's not healthy showing size 0.
No.
We all agree on that. I think there is a good balance to show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think it's okay to do that. I don't know. It's her choice. They chose her. It's selling like hotcakes. I think it was a little bit more controversial than what the model is representing.
I agree.
Do you
a
see
little
what
bit
I'm
of
saying?
a publicity stunt.
I sort of think it's that rather than the
She's
size.
beautiful.
But we all
That's
have to
not
agree.
she has a gorgeous, gorgeous face. She rocks it. She has that positivity. And that in itself is saying something.
But I also want to say, and we're going to do a show later on in October about this journey that I'm doing. With my results and everything that I got back, can you believe that I was told that I was obese in the medical field?
And that's the difference. It's
So
not
we all
obviously
know
what
at
you
home,
see.
and you know I'm always saying I want to lose a few pounds. I could lose some more weight, and I intend to, but I'm not. I don't see obesity in my eyes. Do
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's, if you are healthy and you are a bigger person, that's okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's.
Everybody
tell us what
has
you
different
think.
bone
Head over to our
sizes.
Midday Kentucky
It's
Facebook
tough.
page. If you love, if you're looking for, listen to this one, people. If you're looking for love, maybe it's time to take to the skies. A new survey claims that 1 in 50 airplane passengers will meet the love of their life on an actual airplane. The study also states that over half of the people on an aircraft will have a conversation with a stranger. There's even an airline app called In-Flight Tow, where not only can you communicate with the pilot, that's a big issue, but you can communicate with other passengers. Here's the thing. You talk to me on a plane, this is going to sound rude, I pretend I can't hear you. I don't like to talk to anyone on a plane.
I want to know who these people are sitting next to, because, I mean, I don't know. I haven't ever really had that
I haven't
luck.
even had a cheeky wink
Yeah.
at
yeah.
anyone on a plane.
Well, you know what? It's funny because they say this story happened a lot more as far as when flying was glamorized. and they had these posters, and they even showed
Yeah,
some of the
but when you-
posters.
when
and they were
you're
like
smoking and
sharing,
drinking and-
sharing a cherry on the plane, and they were dressed up. And now they're said, yeah, I mean, because don't you do that? That's what I do first thing when I get on the plane. Cherry, please.
I got
and
you.
yeah, no. So now people are doing like value jets and all that kind of stuff, and they say
Right.
they're in like slummy clothes and they're
Yeah.
not wanting to talk to anybody.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
so-
to anyone. I can't even bear anyone eating on the plane.
Really?
I can't
So
stand the smells.
It
I
also
can't-
went through major turnoffs on a plane.
Yeah.
Do you take your shoes off,
Most certainly not.
even if you have socks on?
Never.
Okay, because that
Ne-
disgusts people.
Oh.
I disgust everybody. I
Yeah.
always have socks on, but I don't want my shoes on.
No,
It's-
sorry,
no.
not into it, people. All right, tell us what you think. We'll put the story on our Facebook page. Just because you're in debt, does that mean you can't find your soulmate? This is really interesting, everyone. 80% of US households hold some form of debt, of course. Those in the peak of people's earning years, which is 45 to 54 years of age, hold the largest amount of debt at roughly $134,000 on average. The main important thing you need to be in this situation is honest. Now, here's the
You
thing.
looked down when you said honest.
Well, I'm going to say to you, at what point
That's a sign.
do you tell your potential boyfriend, fiance, whatever, how much debt you're in?
I know, like
and
at
do
what
they have a
level?
right to know?
Of the relationship, like how many
Yeah.
months in?
Should
I
it
agree.
be?
It's
Well, our
hard.
producer, she told me it was something like a second or third date.
You said how much in debt? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're not honest. I don't know.
Do you feel it's important? That's
If
the
you're going to
question.
get married, I guess, because
Well, I think
doesn't-
it's if you're getting married, yes.
I don't know if it's true. Is it when you marry somebody, you take on their debt as well? I think I had a girlfriend who was majorly in debt, and her husband, that was kind of a big deal in getting married. They put it off a little bit, and finally he just sucked it up. Because I think then it affects both of your credit.
Don't know, I'm not married.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I have one of my girlfriends, Nadia, who I used to work with. When they did get married, she had journalism degree debt, and the fiance, or now husband, had some other type of debt. And what their main focus was for the first 12 months was to combine their incomes and wipe out both debts.
That's pretty.
And
Did
which
they
is-
end up getting married?
Oh, yeah.
that's-
no,
that-
this
yeah,
is
that works
after,
well.
12 months after.
Oh, okay.
After
So
they
it's a
got
plan
married.
in that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is super important. And I mean, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 dates in important, but
No, and the thing is, I also have to say to you, I think I don't think I've ever discussed with a partner if I was in debt or anything.
no, I have. I mean, when it gets serious, then you start talking about credit scores and all that kind of
I
stuff.
think if you get debt together, like buy a house or something
Yeah.
like that, that conversation would come up. I've never been in that situation where
It's
I've
never-
had to
yeah.
have joint bank accounts or anything.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah. And I probably would
We're
only
so
have
naive,
I would probably
Troy.
only have a joint bank account if someone earned a lot more than me. Yeah, I don't think I'd go down that road again.
Again, you just said you've never done it.
No, as in, letting someone, yeah. You know what I mean, everyone?
Well, you pay for lunch all the time. You've told us, so
Yeah.
you don't
Alrighty.
have to worry about
I haven't
that.
paid for yours yet, Boo.